news from Vinegar Syndrome is Sergeant Kabukiman N.Y.P.D. Be warned, this is a Troma movie. Take from that what you will. This is an unusual Troma film as it seems to be almost aimed for kids. It's colourful, it's silly, it is a superhero kind of movie, but there's a lot of rape jokes. But it still feels aimed at kids somehow. It's just a weird one. This is all about Harry Griswold, a bumbling New York cop who attends a Kabuki theatre performance and finds himself unexpectedly fused with the mystical powers of an ancient Kabuki master, suddenly gifted with bizarre and supernatural abilities. He has to learn to harness his powers and fight back against crime, corruption, and an apocalyptic evil brewing in his city.
Do you know what it's like to be violated by a 300-pound Filipino skinhead named Gunther?
It's odd, and it's very weird, and it has this incredible transfer that really is jaw-dropping, and it makes me scratch my head going, how does this get such wonderful treatment when there are so many movies out there that really deserve this, and I just aren't getting it. It's directed by Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Hertz, the men behind Troma. It is part superhero parody, comedy, slapstick, part gonzo movie. Originally pitched with the hopes of reaching mainstream audiences. There were even discussions with bigger studios at one point, but the final product is ultimately Troma. It is a Troma film. Low-budget chaos, outrageous set pieces, cartoonish gore, and an offbeat sense of humour that only kind of grows in certain cult circles, you know, where movies find their footings, and Sergeant Kabukiman I can see as being absolutely one of those kind of movies. Now, it's not a terrible film, but it's not a great one either. There were moments that I really enjoyed it. I loved the colourful aspect of it. I liked the cartoonish nature of elements. I thought the reoccurring theme song was really catchy, and I didn't want it to be, but it wormed its way into my head. It's one of those kind of cultural mashup movies where they're taking, you know, typical NYPD cops and they're taking Oriental mystery and just see what sticks. Kabukiman! It's fun, but ultimately it's forgettable. And it's one of those movies that I can't imagine rushing back to check out again. Oh, I can't wait to check out Sergeant Kabukiman Sanjo. It's silly, but it doesn't have that gore that some other of the movies do, like Class of Nukem High. It doesn't have that rewatchability of, say, something like The Toxic Avenger. It is Troma, but it's not top-tier Troma, if there even is many things that are top-tier Troma. It's goofy, it's family-friendly, and then it pushes the boundaries on other moments as well, which it just feels wrong for doing that. Ultimately, there are some standout sequences and unforgettable moments in this movie, and that's not always for good reasons, but they are there. And I suppose the film will have its fans, and they are getting a definitive edition of this movie.
It's something crazy!
They have given this film a lovingly absurd restoration. It looks stunning. I watched some of the trailers on YouTube and some of the footage that was out there, and the disc is exceptional. It brings out the neon-soaked New York streets. The stylized Kabuki sequences really just pop. But then you can also kind of see the seams on certain things as well. The audio is better, but it still has that kind of DIY Troma charm about it. I somewhat enjoyed Sergeant Kabukiman. As I look at it now, I think maybe one day I'll go back and watch it, but I've got a feeling that the moment I put it back on, I'd probably deeply regret that decision. It's a film that when it finished, I thought, well, I watched that, and now I can sell it. But there's something kind of alluring about this film, something drawing me back about Sergeant Kabukiman. I may watch it once more and decide ultimately if this stays in the collection or if it vacates it pretty quickly. Now, I think a lot of people were excited about this one, and I'm definitely got something that they can be proud of in their collection. For me, I'm just really torn about this one. Help me out. Is it a movie that's worth a second chance? Was I right the first time? Is it something that should be sold on and given away to somebody else's collection? Then curse it at the same time. Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on this film, whether you loved it, hated it, or feel somewhere in the middle. As always, there is more content up there. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box are links to Patreon, membership program, and ManVFilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.